Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk when we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. Touchdowns on liquid air, on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout. Get ready for the show, it's about to begin.
Sorry about that. What's going on, folks? Man, what an ending. What an ending. What an ending. What's going on? What's happening? Let me be honest with you. If someone were to tell me the game and just would have described the game, the end of that game, I would have thought you were talking about Indiana Fever. They had LA had a 13-point lead in the third, and it came down to that. I went in the other room. I thought they had this game in control. I went in the other room. I was talking to my wife, and then I came back, and then I saw the score, and I was like, "Oh shit, damn!" Listen, man, that's why you play the game, and that's why I say anybody can get got. Anybody, what? Anybody can get got. Now, when I see games like this, now I mean the overall frustration is still warranted and legit. When we lost those two games to friggin' LA, we lost them in the fourth quarter. I don't feel so bad now. Anybody can get got. And that's why I'm like, Indiana Fever, do what you got to do. Get CC healthy. Get your rotations together so you can make the run when you need to make the run. Anybody can get got. There is no earthly way New York should have lost to LA. We shouldn't have lost to LA, but we did. Credit to LA. They came out, they scored the points when they had to score points. Now, that last shot, that was a bit of a circus shot. If she would have missed that shot, I'd have been mad that she didn't get the foul. And she should have won the game on the free throw line. Because the refs were still shaky. But that was, I mean, come on, that was a wild shot. The girl was trying to foul her, and she muscled it up. And you know how it is when somebody you back, and then when they let you go, then you go crazy. But at the end of the day, the ball went in the bucket. And when you look at the stat line after the game, it's not going to matter. Rickea Jackson hit the last shot. They win the game. Good for LA. Did you see? Wait a minute. Did you see? Hold on. I should have made this the thumbnail. Did you see? Natasha Cloud was salty. Natasha Cloud was salty. Oh, they let one slip away. They let one slip away. It happens. Shit happens. It happens. Don't leave mad. Just leave. You know what I mean? As many games as y'all got whistles and all that type of stuff, man. You got in New York, no less. Indiana should have beat you in New York, but you got the calls and you got. That's all it is. That's all it is. I don't know What's going on with the Sparks and not playing Sanaya Fagan? What's up with that? I don't understand what their rotation is. Um, I, hey, Carlos, I don't know. Let's find out. I know. Let's get this out the way now. Um, the top two candidates for MVP, in my opinion, are Fee and Sabrina. Period. Even before Stewie getting hurt, Fee and Sabrina are the two top players for MVP. So that's how I look at it. So um, Sabrina has been playing. To say she's playing off the chain is an understatement. Sabrina on some other stuff right now. She is killing it. LA shot 40%, 40.7%, and New York shot 33.3%, 10 for 30 from three. So nobody was on point. Leone was 0 for 2. Brianna had one before she got hurt. Jonquel Jones was 2 for 4, which is okay. Natasha Cloud was 3 for 7, which is decent. Sabrina Ionescu was 2 for 7, which was decent. Stephanie Talbot 0 for 2. Rebecca Gardner 0 for 1. Maureen Johannes 2 for 6. So it wasn't a bad day, it just wasn't great, but it was okay. So I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, for New York to play as bad as they did and still have an opportunity to take that game, good on them. And that's really what shows you um, what kind of team you got. As bad as they played, they still had an opportunity to win the game. They still had a legit opportunity to win that game. And you have every right to say that was a lucky shot by Rickea Jackson, but it's a lucky shot that she made. That's the way it goes sometimes. That's the way it goes. So everybody can get got. There is nobody in this league that I would consider dominating. Now, all of this could change when Meesman gets on the court. Now they got a balance because I don't think anybody knows what the prognosis is for Stewie yet, but they just signed Meesman. So they just got rid of an elite player and they signed an elite player. So now you got to, the benefit of Meesman is she knows Sandy Brondello. I believe she played with Natasha Cloud before. So there's some familiarity with New York. However, you still got to get on the team, gel, know your role and what you're supposed to do. But if anybody can do it, she can do it. She ain't new to this. Meesman is what, 30 years old? She been in the league before. She played with Brondello. I believe she won a championship when her and Natasha played for Phoenix. I can look that up. Emma Meesman. She's from Tankeray. She's from New York Liberty, blah, 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 Chicago Sky. She won a championship somewhere. If you know what it is, put it in the chat. Because I know she won a championship with somebody. She a two-time FIBA Eurobasket champion. She an under 18 champion. 2019. She won the finals in 2019 with the Mystics. Washington Mystics and the Connecticut Sun. She was with the Mystics. So she got experience and she gonna be able to take it in. And that girl's resume is no joke. Damn. I mean, two-time WNBA All-Star, six-time EuroLeague champ, five-time FIBA Euro Super Cup Women's champ, three-time EuroLeague MVP. Damn, 2023, 24, and 25. And we ain't talking about years ago. We talking about recent. Whew. Like I said the other day, man, the Liberty are the damn Avengers, and she looked like damn Captain Marvel. Good grief! Turkish World Cup, Turkish Cup winner, Turkish Cup final MVP, Presidential Cup champion MVP, six-time national Russian National League champion, two-time Russian Cup winner, FIBA Euro Cup Player of the Year. Like this girl, mm, shit, they just signed Thanos. Golly. So, but I went through all of that just to say they got a stud over there um, to replace Stewie. If so, Stewie can take all the time she need to get back in shape. That's the one good thing that New York is doing. When you get players like that, when you can just plug and play, you all right. You all right. If somebody go down, you got somebody to replace that production. And let's not get it twisted. She might be better than Stewie. She just might be better than her. So we'll see. But LA get the dub. Yes, it did look kind of lucky. They held on for dear life because if that would have went into overtime, New York would have won that game. New York would have won that game. Sabrina was on the heater. Sabrina, 30 points, but 30 points. But what did she do in the fourth quarter? That's what I want to see. Sabrina Ionescu, fourth quarter. 8 points in the fourth quarter. 8 points in the fourth quarter. Um, she was kind of quiet in the third. So she had 10 points in the second half. Probably more than that because I can't see free throws and stuff like that. But again, Sabrina, she's been doing the damn thing. So I would move Sabrina up ahead of Asia Wilson, to be honest with you. Because she been lighting it up. So uh yep, very bad loss by the New York Liberty. I don't think it was a bad loss. I mean, it's gonna happen from time to time. New York is still in the driver's seat, so they ain't really lost no ground. So it's all good. Um, uh, three game winners for Rickea. Yep, Miss Jackson is clutch. Andrew, Andrew, man, you man, Andrew don't flinch when it comes to the Liberty, man. That's funny. Yeah, Kev, keep it a buck, man. That changes everything. That changes everything, and they still had an opportunity to win. They still had the opportunity to win. So all them people that want to talk shit about what it's like, they can win without Caitlyn. Everybody get a turn. Ain't that what I always say? Everybody get a turn. So now, not only you proved that you can win without John Quell, right? So John Quell wasn't necessarily the most important piece. Yes, she's an important part of the team. Finals MVP last year. However, that team revolves around Natasha Cloud, Brianna Stewart, and most importantly, Sabrina Ionescu. Out of those three, if Sabrina Ionescu is not in the lineup, they're in trouble. Because Sabrina Ionescu's got the speed, she's got the shot, um, she got the production level to take you over the top. And just look at, I just want to see stats. Stewie is shooting 19% for three. She don't shoot many threes. She had 34% career three-point shooter. She does not shoot many threes. Her field goal percentage is 47%, but her three-pointers are 34.8%. She does not go beyond the arc a lot, especially not like Sabrina does. What is Sabrina is Damn, Sabrina's not even been shooting very well from three. Her stats from this year, 38.6. Well, that's pretty damn good. Anytime you inching up to 40, that's pretty good. So she's 38.6. But who's the highest in the league right now? Is that still Kennedy Burke? Ryan Howard. Interesting. Ryan Howard, Kennedy Burke, Ryan Howard. Let me see. Complete leaders. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So Ryan Howard, who's got the best percentage? That's what I want to look at. 3-point made, 3.3 percentage. So let's look at who's got the best percentage, not necessarily 3-point made. Azurá Stevens has the best percentage. She is taking, she averages 4.5 attempts a game. I think overall, I'm not going to put her in there. Alicia Gray. So Alicia Gray is the best 3-point shooter in the league right now. Kelsey Plum is getting up there at 37%. Kelsey Mitchell is back up there now after coming out of her slump. For Kelsey Mitchell to be in the top 10 after the slump that she went through, oh my goodness. Kelsey Mitchell is doing work. And you notice Lexi Hull just dropped off the face. I don't know what happened to Lexi, man. I don't know what's going on with her. Her minutes done gone down, everything. Sophie Cunningham just done stepped in and just said, let me work. So, but so we're looking at the standings, right? So again, Minnesota and New York, still the best teams. Minnesota's got the best record. So I'm giving that right now, that puts Fee way ahead of anybody else for the MVP race, in my opinion. New York Liberty is right there, and that's all. Sabrina, she's doing the damn thing. They're 17-7 with the loss, so they'll be okay. Phoenix Mercury, they'll be okay. After that, and Phoenix Mercury can get got Atlanta, Seattle, Indiana, Washington, Las Vegas, Golden State, LA. They got lucky tonight. Chicago's in deep trouble. Dallas is in deep trouble, and Connecticut, they get what they get. 3 wins, they 3-20. So, well, we play Chicago tomorrow. Chicago gonna get their head kicked in. that's for damn sure. Chicago's gonna get their head kicked in. And for anybody that talked that noise about Angel Reese, I'm sorry. You can't talk that shit no more. Because it is clear what she means to that team, and it is clear what happens when she ain't playing. They not even competitive. They're not even competitive. Now they were struggling to get wins when she was on the court, but at least they were competitive. There was a couple times they probably got 3 games that they probably should have won. They should, if they would have played their cards right, if they would have hit their damn shots, they should be 10 and, really they should be like 10-14. They should have double-digit wins, but it just ain't worked out that way. And they ain't figured out they point guard situation, especially after what was that, Vandersloot got hurt. So, but anybody can get got, man. Nobody is unbeatable right now. Minnesota is the best team. Minnesota is the best team right now. New York, they got. Phoenix has got. Atlanta, Seattle, all of them. I don't see, there's not a team on the list that we can't beat, that Indiana can't beat. There's not one team. Not one team. So that's why it's so important for Caitlin Clark to get better and for her and Kelsey Mitchell to get it together and get back on the court at the same time. Because that's a 1-2 punch that, they got a 3-headed monster down there with Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Aaliyah Boston. And you might as well throw the 4-headed beast there because Natasha Howard has been doing what she's been doing. And then I really hope that Chloe Beebe turns into something. I want to see Chloe Bibby had the same type of impact that Erin McDonald had. So we'll see. So yeah, big dog, tough loss for the Liberty, but it bees like that sometimes. Because the funny part is when we say stuff like that, tough loss for the Liberty, and yeah, that was a tough one. Nobody would have been saying that for LA if they would have lost. Nobody. So you know what? I don't say it was a tough loss. LA stole it from them. LA stole one in New York. Good for them. Andrew, who cares? Who cares if New York wins 30 games? It don't matter. All you need to do is win enough games to make it to the playoffs and get a good spot in the playoffs. All you need to do is win enough games to where you are playing at home in the playoffs. That's what you want to do. It don't matter if you win 20, 25, or 30. That don't matter. You just want to win enough games where you can get your games at home. And you can still get got at home. So that don't even matter. Chicago, they looking better. I wouldn't say they surging, especially not after that win. They got the shot in, but you know, I ain't gonna sit here and act like that wasn't a lucky shot. What's up, KSAP? What's going on, dude? I'm not gonna sit here and act like that shot by Rickea Jackson wasn't a lucky ass circus shot. It was what it was, and it went in the bucket. So you get counted as the dub, and that ain't gonna show up on the stat line. But let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. If she missed that shot and they go into overtime, New York was spanking that behind. So, you know, but hey, that's why you play the game, man. That's why you play the game. You got to let it play out. You got to let it play out. I thought Golden State was a shoe-in to make the playoffs. I don't think that no more, especially after a girl just got hurt. Because now everybody's getting hurt. Everybody's getting hurt. You got to stay healthy. You got to stay healthy. You got to stay healthy. That is the most important thing before you go in the playoffs. If New York goes to the playoffs and they ain't got Breanna Stewart, their chances drop significantly. If something happens to Fee before they get to the playoffs, their chances drop significantly. If something happens to Sabally, and Sabally is not 100%. So you got to look at strategically. If something happens to Stewart and she doesn't make the playoffs, they still got a good shot because of Meesman, because of Sabrina Ionescu, and because of Jonquel Jones. So they got three other players that can really pick up the slack and make up for that production. Who else has that for Minnesota? You gonna rely on Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride, Natisha Heidemann? How many points she gonna score? So it is very important. I saw the thing where the coach for Golden State kept Kate Martin out that last game, and a lot of people were upset about that. And she's like, "Look, we done played what 6 games in 7 days or whatever it is. They played some hellacious schedule, and she trying to rest her players. That's what she's supposed to do. That's what she's supposed to do. So, hey, I'm gonna get with you, KSAP. I'm gonna get with you, KSAP. I got my pro fan hoops off the ground. So I'm gonna start streaming exclusively more and more to pro fan hoops, especially now that Eagles season has started, especially because I'm gonna be going to camp, Eagles camp in a couple of days. So I really gotta keep things separated. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'll be getting with you, bro. We gotta hook up, man, because we gotta match the schedules and stuff, man. Because I'm doing so much stuff now, I'll be forgetting when people are on and all of that type of stuff. So I'll be up with you, bro, for sure. So, but hope you had a good vacation, bro. Let me see. It required a miracle shot to beat us, dude. Yeah, that call in New York was horrible. And again, and I said this after the game. The Natasha Cloud defense on Caitlin Clark. To me, I thought that was good defense. I would have understood if they called it because she got her arm in there on the inside. But to me, I thought that was good defense. The problem was the 10 seconds before that play happened when they knocked Dewana Bonner to the ground when she had an open shot at the baseline. And Natasha Cloud literally knocked her to the floor out of bounds. And there was no call. That was the bullshit call. That was the BS call right there. So, but we was one shot away. It didn't happen, so we had to take the L. And then we spanked that ass when they came to Indianapolis. And that's when Caitlin Clark had them. She dropped 32 on them with the 9 points in 38 seconds or whatever it was when she hit that logo three in Stewie's face. So even Stewie had to laugh on that one. She couldn't hold that back. She was balling. She was definitely balling. But now's when it counts, man. And again, this game shows me nobody's got it locked in. Nobody. I'm not scared of none of these teams. None of them. The teams that scare me is teams like Washington and Atlanta. Always, clearly, we're supposed to be better than them, but what you're supposed to do and what you do on the court is two different things. And I remember having conversations before the season started when everybody's talking about, hey, we got Bonner and we got Natasha Howard and we're looking good and we're going to make the play. I was like, Until the season starts, we are just paper tigers. It's all on paper until you see it on the court. And that's exactly how it's played out. You got to play the games. You have to play the games. So nobody, Connecticut, Dallas, Chicago, Los Angeles, Golden State, Las Vegas, Washington, Seattle, Atlanta, Phoenix, New York, Minnesota, and certainly not the Indiana Fever. There is nobody on this list of teams that is that good where they're just a shoe-in to go to the finals. I don't see that. I don't see a dominating team. New York is supposed to dominate LA. The type of team that the Liberty have, they are expected to dominate. And I don't see that. Minnesota doesn't dominate often. They beat everybody. But I'm talking about putting your foot on their neck and just letting folks know. It's like it's let me see. They beat the Sky. I'm trying to they got with the Mercury, the Sky. The first game with the Sky, they ended up losing to the Sky 87-81. So how does that happen? The same way you lose to the New York loses to LA. So the Mercury game was good. They lost to the Mercury. They lost to the Fever. They lost to the Mystics. They lost to the Storm. So you look at these games and you got question marks sometimes. You got question marks sometimes. So we'll see what happens, man. It ain't like I said, ain't nothing in stone, man. Ain't nothing in stone. Anybody as good as Fee is playing, she got. Everybody gonna get a turn. Everybody gonna get a turn. I think when the playoffs start, this playoff season is gonna be phenomenal. So if Minnesota can keep up their current pace, you know. Hey Albert, listen, bro. You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. However, at this point, like I'm tired of talking about the refs. We all know that the refs are horrible. We all know that the refs are hot garbage. It ain't changing a thing. Sabrina Ionescu yelling at the ref, talking about give me a tech, give me one, give me a tech. I'm like, okay, that's how you want to roll. What happened? Nothing. So, it is what it is. we all know we all know how bad the refs are. And at this point, it's just ad nauseum. They ain't gonna change it for whatever reason, or at least it ain't gonna change this year. So I don't know. And what would you change? You can't change. You can't just swap out all of the refs. Like, where you gonna get them from? You gonna bring up a whole bunch of high school refs? Like, and I'm sure they got a pool of like college refs or something they could probably bring up. But if it bothered them that much, they would have done it already. But it doesn't. Yeah, Carlos. Everybody on the sky is hurt. Everybody on the sky is hurt. If Indiana doesn't just blow them out of the water by 15 to 20 points, I'm gonna be pissed because that means you playing down to the competition. So I'm looking for Michaela Timpson to have a good game because Chicago looked lost to me. They look all the way lost. Camila Cardoso has shown that she is not the one. I'm sorry, she just ain't. All of that pedigree that she got from being on Dawn Staley down to South Carolina, it just don't manifest in Chicago. I think, in my opinion, I think Angel Reese stole her aura. As weird as that sounds, I think Angel Reese just sucks up all of the energy. And I'm not saying this in a negative. I'm not saying it to be negative to Angel Reese. It's just like Angel Reese demands the attention, and she's getting it, rightfully so. Camila Cardosa, um, I, she kind of reminds me of how my criticisms of Aaliyah Boston. She just ain't got that. She ain't got that street tough, be a dog mentality. She don't. You know what? I'm just getting so sick of calling everybody a dog because everybody ain't that. When somebody call you a dog, that's reserved for people that go above and beyond and just got the attitude to just dominate folks. Angel Reese has that attitude. Caitlin Clark has that attitude. Natasha Cloud has that attitude. Stewie's got that attitude. Everybody don't have that because there's people that think they got it but don't. There's people that should have it that don't, and it shows up. It shows up. If Aaliyah Boston had just the slightest bit of attitude in her, she would be she would be a much better player than she already is, and she already is a good player. If Aaliyah Boston could manage to keep herself out of foul trouble, she'd be in the MVP race for sure. For sure. A lot of it is her fault. A lot of it ain't. A lot of it is the BS whistles and all the kind of stuff. Um, and just the bullshit that you see that Asia Wilson is doing is just kind of sours me on her, to be honest with you. Because she be the main one complaining about whistles and stuff, and she be doing some off the wall stuff. She be doing shit you can't even do in video games. And it's like, come on, man. Miss Damn over the back. And that's the bad part about it. It used to them plays. The girl is over the back trying to get a jump ball and right in front of the refs. And they don't call nothing. Nah. Yeah. But I mean that's a known quantity now. It's a known quantity, man. At the end of the day, when you get your open shots, you just gotta make them. Period. Just gotta make them. So ain't really much else you can say. Not much else you can say at all. So when they get it, you just got to roll with it. Got to roll with it. So when they got it, Sabrina's in the running for MVP, and she should be. It's really Sabrina and Fee. What did Fee end up with tonight? Let me see. What did Fee end up with? Oh, she didn't even play tonight. I thought Minnesota played tonight. No, I'm wrong. So, uh, yeah, Carlos. I wouldn't call it easy, but I understand what you're saying. So, but that's it, man. I just want to jump on here for a minute. You know what? One day I'm gonna have to plan on just going. I'm gonna have to start my stream at like 10 o'clock, and I'm just gonna have to. I got to plan on going to like 1, 2 in the morning, like my man K-Side do. I can't stay up for that long. I got to get up, go to the driving range early tomorrow morning. So, because I got my show. Jump in and join my show tomorrow at 11 a.m. It's Marcus and Tone's Eagles preseason show. We done with the offseason. We back to preseason now. So Tone is out of town, but I'm gonna hold it down. So I will be on the mic at 11 a.m. tomorrow. So that should be fun. Um, Going live for the game. You talking about the Hall of Fame? Oh, the Hall of Fame game is tomorrow. No, that's not tomorrow. Or you talking about the Indiana Fever game? Most likely. But I already know it's not going to be a good game. But I most likely will go live for it. Yes, Carlos. I went through all of that just to say yes. Yes, I will be live for tomorrow's game. So yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And if you in the chat right now, if you have not subscribed to Pro Fan Hoops, please do that right now. Please do that right now. If you on Pro Fan Talk, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. Then go over to Pro Fan Hoops and subscribe. I'm moving all my basketball to Pro Fan Hoops. So that's gonna be a slow grind, but when the season is over with, hopefully all the content will be over there and it'll start moving on its own because I'm gonna get into Eurobasket. I'm trying to get into Australian basket, NBL, because I got a nephew that's playing over there. I'm gonna try to get him on the stream. That's gonna be a time issue because they 12 hours ahead. But yeah, I'm trying to move everything. All basketball content is gonna be on Pro Fan Hoops. I still got Pro Fan Talk, and I got a third channel called Pro Fan Golf with some of the stuff that I'm doing at the driving range. So yeah, man, we trying to get it done. So if you are here, if you have not subscribed to Pro Fan Hoops, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. So that's why I'm gonna be broadcasting the game tomorrow on Pro Fan Hoops, man. So I'm gonna get up on out of here. So congratulations to LA. Um, they got you another win. Got you another win. At least you got more wins than damn Connecticut. Connecticut got 3 wins this year. So but we good. So Carlos, what time is the game tomorrow? Let me see. 3 p.m. Okay. Yep. I'll probably be on at like 2:45. So yep, we're gonna get that done. We're gonna get it done, man. So all right, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Give me some sleep. So y'all have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. It'll be 11 o'clock. It'll be the Eagles preseason show. And then at 2:45, it'll be the Chicago and Indiana game. So so that'll be it. What's up, Tiff? You just not getting in here? I'm about to sign out. So, but yeah, we're gonna do this tomorrow. I will be broadcasting live. I'm trying to get I joined this service to get my overlays, to get the animated overlays, and I still haven't really used them. So I'm gonna try to get that together tomorrow, just to get the package together. So, so yeah, we should see some things. We talked a little bit, Tiff. We ain't go too deep into it. Just kind of my spin on, even New York. New York, some people consider that I consider them the best team in the league, and they got tonight. So the whole point of tonight was ain't nobody in the league that good that we can't beat them. So we got Chicago tomorrow. Everybody and their mama that played for Chicago is hurt. Shit, it's fans of Chicago that's hurt, that's walking around in knee braces. So I don't know who Chicago gonna put their starting 5 as. That's gonna be crazy. However, this is a game that Indiana should be able to dominate. If they don't win by at least 15, 20 points, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed because I don't know who Chicago's got in their starting 5 right now. I do not know. They got a ton of injuries. Haley Van Lith ain't playing. Uh, Angel Reese still ain't playing. I think Camila Cardosa is out there on the island. Rebecca, what's her name? Can't remember the last name. But Yeah, they got issues over there in Chicago, and they got a ton of injuries. So I'm expecting Indiana to just beast on them. Kelsey Mitchell, I need Kelsey Mitchell to have about 25 at least. She should have had 30, but we'll see what happens. But either way, they should come out with the win with no problem. So, but I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Hit me up on Twitter, Tiff. I'm about to get up out of here. I will be on my I'm gonna film some content tomorrow when I'm at the driving range. I go to the driving range early because it's so close to me. So and then I'll be 11 o'clock at the Eagles preseason show, and then 3 o'clock we got the Indiana Fever game. So busy day tomorrow. Hope to see you guys there, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Tiff, hit me up on the Twitter feed. Tell me about your golf. Talk to y'all later. I'm out. Peace.